5 or 6 slides from the first exam, so it'll be from that point on. Yeah, so slide 7 up, I think that's up. All right, sounds pretty good. All right, so you guys get like fired up for the weekend? Long weekend, Memorial Day, drinking, driving, DI checkpoint. All right, so they don't fall for that trick. Like when you go through all that stuff, they make you do this sort of thing, and then they say, I want you to do one more test. They say, like, turn around behind yourself and put your hands together. That's the bad one. They grab your hand and they handcuff you. So that's what happens. I have like friends that are cops. They do that all the time. They're like, hey, we have one more test where you can do this one. And they're like, hey, stand this way, put your hand here, and over here, and then they grab your hand and they take you downtown. So that's what happens. That's what silver bracelets are, right? Silver bracelets. Perfect. Get your picture taken. A lot of fun. All right, so we're talking about skin. We're doing skin colors from the other day. We talked about, I don't know, like you can turn brown, you can turn yellow, you can turn red, you can turn blue, you can turn gray, all that good stuff. Yeah, the gray thing you don't want to be, right? That's not good. That means you're pretty much ready to kick off any time. So, all right. So anyway, so same a little bit here. So we know melanin is the pigment that turns your skin darker shades of brown, basically, right? So, and if you have some melanin accumulated, you can also have freckles. Okay, so a freckle on your skin is just like a big clump of melanin that's on here for you. And also you can do the liver spots. You guys have liver spots?
Yes.
Not yet, right? Just
I
wait.
got 2.
We're coming.
One and 2.
What else you got? That's not it. We're talking about UV. So just know that freckles and
First I thought there was something stuck on the ass, but like a week transcribe it off.
We're just trying to make it real simple as well, like flow through the rest of this chapter. So, and then here's my little albino person next to.
That you're comparing and contrast, right?
What's that?
That's the compare and contrast.
Yes, exactly, right. So, again, they have no pigment for their eyes, for their hair, for their skin, whatever. So, how are they like out in the sunlight, albinos?
That's bad.
Bad for them, yeah, because it ruins their eye. Right? There's like no pigment to, yeah, so they can go back and burn off the retinas, they can't see. And so I say, like, if you're like, you know, hanging out or whatever, like an albino comes up to you, like at nighttime, just like shine a light in their eyes. That's a good thing to know in the back of your head. If you're a little pocket
Is that why you're carrying a flashlight?
Exactly. You know, albinos. Yeah.
So is there a way you can tell if someone's a race if they're albino? Like say I have albino, whatever, albinism. You tell I was brown, like Indian or whatever.
You would look like that person. All of them look exactly the same. White hair, white skin, red eyes. Want to see a picture of an albino?
Comparison.
I think you'd like to do a Google search albino people.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm sure the people who are like watching you online are probably like, why is he looking up albino people? Short
Hey,
people.
look at it. Albino people. Here we go. Let's try this.
There was that one guy on an MTV episode of True Life who was albino, and his family was African American, weren't they?
Don't click on that one.
Yeah, that's not it. Oh my God, it's like,
There's going to find the images of albino people.
There's an actually pretty albino
Why
person.
don't you say,
albino alligator.
they have albino turtles too, loggerhead
There's
turtles.
a guy.
Albino rabbit.
It's sad.
Albino. There you go, look at him.
She's albino. She's actually pretty.
Real.
She has to have those contact lenses.
See, you guys wear sunglasses.
It probably protects her eyes.
They do have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably something.
Albino ferret. What exciting are they?
I like a really good picture.
Yeah.
It's an albino blogger.
Yes.
That looks like an
All
albino.
right, so I can't find it. So maybe you can turn them for
That looks like the boy
I
part.
know.
Oh.
The guy from True Life, he had like short hair, but it was like orange looking.
So, more
It
albino people later. Okay, so what about carotene? That beta carotene turned
Orange.
orange, right? So that's the precursor to vitamin A, through there. So that's all we're going to say about that. You find it in carrots and squash and things like that, right? So all those high vitamin A types of food. So you eat a bunch of those when you're teeny tiny, like a little baby, you can actually turn yellow-orange sort of thing. So that's all we're going to say about that one. Hemoglobin, we said earlier, you turn Red, due to the increased blood flow to the area, right? That erythema, hemoglobin sort of thing, whatever. So it sort of works together with blood and all that crazy stuff you can do. Yeah, same little thing. It's all in one big snapshot there. So we're doing that one. And then we'll like finish up with this stuff. Alrighty, so that was like all the skin stuff. So we have skin, hair, nails, and glands that are included with the intake entry. So we said all the skin stuff. Now we're going to do some stuff like hair, a few different types of glands, fingernails, and things like that. So you guys are good? Pretty much? Okay. Alrighty, what do you know about hair? The functions of your hair. Protection, that's the first thing, right? So we have some protection on there. How does it protect your eyes with hair? Eyelashes, right? So sort of keep that out of there. What about eyebrows? Does that help for you too?
Yeah.
You perspire, so what comes down here, then it rolls off like little rain gutters, so it doesn't like go right to your eyeballs.
Is
So,
it salty?
yeah, it's salty, yeah. And how do you protect your nose with hair? You have hair on your nose? Yeah, like trapped fibers and particles and dust mites and everything else that might be inhaling throughout the day. You have hair in your ears.
Yes.
You do sometimes, right? Also helps to detect like touch. How does it reduce heat loss? That's a great one, right? You've probably seen like, yeah, football players like in this, I would say summer, in the wintertime, right? They're out there playing football. I've got a little football player here. And then like when they take their helmet off, what's all that stuff coming off the top of their head? You ever see those like pictures? They have like steam coming off their head when they take their helmets off. So the hair actually on there helps to insulate your head. So it's a great thing for, can help you with that heat loss. Same thing like on your skin, the hair here too, right? We'll do more of that later too. If you're a little erectile pili muscle, we'll do it in lab as well. And that stuff. We don't care about this. Shaft, root, follicle. You guys care?
No, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Don't care. Don't care. Really don't care. A little bit care. Let's look at right here. Then we're gonna do something in lab too. Your erector pili muscle. Erector pili. Make sure you spell that right in lab too.
Not
It's
erector.
an A, yeah, not an erector. It's weird. You have an erector pili muscle, and they're attached to your hairs. So a little piece of muscle right there that's attached to your hair. When that muscle contracts, it stands it up on end. And the really cool thing is, and why would your hair stand on end anyway?
Scared.
If you're afraid, right, or frightened, or anxiety, or whatever, and also when you're cold. Yeah, so here's the deal with that.
And chill bumps.
Yeah, it actually works really good. So you're gonna be like your little arm. Draw a hand here, maybe.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like two thumbs.
How come his pinky is
He
bad?
smashed his finger.
The elephantitis of the pinky.
Give him a big coke meal. No, so you have hair, right, on your skin. Okay? And then, when you get really cold, your hair stands on end, right? So it does like this little thing. The whole point of that is it actually traps air, right, real close to your skin, so it acts like a little blanket for you. So that air that's in here, it's trapped. So your skin sort of heats it up, so it actually acts like a little insulation for you. So, yeah, that's a function of your little erector pili muscle. It stands up on end. So, that's all we're going to say about that. Easy? Not bad, right? Easy, easy. A few types of glands, and then we'll like pretty much be done. Almost done. Okay, here we go. You probably want to know the name of the gland and what does it produce. That's all we're going to do for these slides. So a ceruminous gland makes cerumen, and cerumen is wax that's in your ear. So just like jot that down, a ceruminous gland makes cerumen, and that's earwax. So what's earwax do for you? Protection again, right? So all these things are protective for us. Okay, like what if a bug crawls in your ear in the middle of the night? Does that happen?
Oh.
In horror movies.
No, it happens
In real life.
too.
I know, I just.
Well, you go to the
think about
emergency
it.
room and the ER doctor tells you he has to do a bunch of x-rays and spend thousands of dollars. And then they decide they're going to pull it out instead of do
With some
surgery.
tweezers.
And then it goes farther in and then you have to do surgery anyways.
Here's like a way easier way to do that. So yeah, so the bugs like the heat from your head. In the middle of the night, they always seek heat and they will crawl inside your ear. So you think about this tonight when you're in bed.
Wear
or whatever.
earmuffs.
Like all of that. So yeah, don't try to pull them out because they can like latch on and like, break them off and have issues. But blow cold air in your ear, like go to like your air conditioning vent, and just like blow it in there, and they crawl out.
Ew.
That's
Buzz?
disgusting.
You've had this happen.
That's a good way to fix it. I haven't had it happen to me, no. Other people, yes.
This is what they've
You
told you.
blow cold air because they don't like the cold. They like the heat from your head. That's why they crawl in there in the first place. So if you make it cold, and they crawl back out.
So stick your head in the freezer.
Seriously, that works.
Roaches, it works on roaches too?
What's that?
Roaches too?
Are you joking me?
No.
Yeah, roaches go in your ear, spiders go in your ear, all those little crazy things.
Oh, no, okay.
On to the
I'm
next
gonna
one.
talk about this. I'm gonna start putting earplugs in my ears tonight.
All right, so yeah, think about that, right? So my spermatus gland. What about a sebaceous gland? It makes
Oil.
sebum, right? It's oil, but it's called sebum.
I spelled
Okay.
sebum.
Right there.
So S-E-B-U-M, it's oil. Different than this, right? That would be 2 words.
Boom.
They're at the beach, so we don't want those, right? So sebum is oil out there in your sebaceous gland. What about a sudoriferous gland? So that's a sweat gland. We have 2 types of sweat glands. You have eccrine. There's another name for your eccrine glands. It's called the merocrine glands. I'll give that for you too. So it's M-E-R-O-C-R-I-N-E. Merocrine. So that's my little, also known as, so my little
It's gonna be
eccrine
the-
gland. Yeah. Also known as the merocrine. Now those are found more numerous on the palms of your hands and soles of your feet. They're on other parts of the body as well, but you have like a whole bunch of them in those 2 spots.
In the thick areas of your,
Yeah, the thick skin area, right. And so when you are like meeting somebody for the first time, or maybe like a little anxious, do your palms ever get sweaty? Sort of thing? Okay, yeah. So that just makes more of like a sweaty perspiration, these 2 types. It's more like a watery perspiration. Watery perspiration, something in there. Okay. So again, more numerous on the hands and the feet. Now the other one are the apocrine glands. Oh. Now these are going to be found in really a few parts of your body. Yeah, in the axillary region, so your armpit. Also found around your nipples and in the inguinal area, like the groin area through here. And they have more of a, right, so they don't function until puberty, and then they have more of that funky smell to them, right? Something like the BO stuff or whatever.
the puberty
body odor.
stuff. The
Yeah,
puberty
like
scent.
nasty body odor and icky stuff. So, yeah, kids are good like what? They don't start smelling until like age what, 10, 11, 12, whatever. So you're really stinky. Like they're okay beforehand, then they just really smell. That's because these are sort of kicking in, and they don't function until you hit puberty. So we have a good thing to know about the apocrine glands. It makes more of a thick, odorous secretion. Not the watery stuff, but the thick, odorous. The whole BO thing. Yeah. Plus they also contain the chemicals that attract the opposite sex to you. What are those things called?
Pheromones.
Pheromones, right. So you have to think, if you hit puberty, then you're able to reproduce, and then the chemicals in there attracts the opposite sex to you, and you can like do your whole thing. So
As long as you're not
stinky.
stinky.
Stuff too, right?
The primals are.
And
Same thing.
I was spraying the body odor.
Good for your sweat glands. 2 types, where they're located, where they produce.
So we need to know where they're located and what kind they produce.
Right. So the eccrine, more numerous on your hands and feet, makes for watery perspiration. The apocrine is the axillary, inguinal, and around the nipples, makes more of that thick, odorous secretion. They don't function until puberty. We'll see those again up in
My
lab too.
nipples don't
They're
sweat.
Thick
yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
Is there something
My
wrong with
nipples
me?
don't sweat.
No.
No? Really don't sweat?
No.
Just wonder.
No.
Her nipples.
Her nipples don't sweat.
My nipples don't sweat.
Maybe yours do, but not hers.
They sweat around that. Alright. Got it.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either.
That's crazy. Alright, so we already have the ceruminous glands, right? We said that was found in your ear, so I think we're good on that one. And we did the other one. Here's a great one.
Maybe they.
Yeah, they were both good. You guys got that, right? That one's got like eggs and cooked, and then it's like you have to explain it, so I have it. Yeah, with the sunscreen. Okay, we're gonna do types of burns and some cancer, and we'll like call chapter 5 done. What do you guys think?
Great.
Perfect. All right, so here you go with your types of burns. Think about skin, especially for 1 minute here. So here's my skin.